I will say that drilling this hole in the end is quite difficult. More difficult than drilling those. Mainly because I refinished this and got it all nice and shiny, and it's slipping all over the place. And I got to go right to there, which is 1 3/8 inches according to the paper. And I got to do it freehand. And it catches. Not easy, but then again, if it was easy, anybody could do it. And of course, there's the old axiom that if it doesn't cost too much and take too much time, it's not worth doing. Don't want to go too fast because it catches. Well, you get the idea what I'm doing. This rail is miserable. I never dreamed that it was going to be this hard putting that railing together. Then you have to drill the cross hole, like that. So here I'm starting the installation of the rail bolt. You drill a 1-inch hole just deeper than this plate right there. And then you get it aligned and then run the screws in. And that is what is going to attach the rail to this post. So there it is installed, tightened down, and it's just below flush, just like they wanted. So now I'll do the other side. So with that hole drilled, that fits in just below flush. You got to get it straight. I just got to put the screws in. Well, there is the 5 10-foot lengths of the 1/2-inch black iron. I looked at the iron at Lowe's. I wasn't really thrilled with it. Some of it was bent. This stuff that I got at Home Depot, it's got a very nice gloss finish on it. And it's not covered in oil and sticky that I'd have to clean it with alcohol before I could paint it. Now this is nice stuff, and I got a volume discount because I bought 5. You got to go to a whole bunch of stores to check the prices and get the good stuff, because I only want to do this once. So to cut all those iron pipes for the railing, I got this Bauer handheld bandsaw. And I read online that the blades that Harbor Freight has aren't much good. So I went to Home Depot and I got this thick metal, deep cut Milwaukee set of blades. So with that new Milwaukee blade installed, and I did a quick test to make sure that it ran okay, now it's time to go cut that pipe that I've been waiting to cut for quite a while. I've got about 50 feet of it to cut. I think it's 14 balusters I got to make. So I'm set up out here in the barn to cut the iron pipe. Got the diesel heater running because it's November and it's cold. So I got my plastic table, I got the clamps, I got anti-vibration gloves, headphones, goggles, And right there, that mark, that's 35 inches, that's where I'm going to cut. That's how easy it is to cut that black iron with that bower. Not perfectly straight, but it's good enough because I got to bevel the ends anyway. Now that I got this end cut, it's got to be beveled so it will go down into the wood base. There, I've just got a little bit of a bevel, and I'll just kiss off the end like that, and that bevel right there will make it so that it goes into the wood base or the top rail easier than that sharp edge would. So there is all 14 pipes ready to be painted. I have taken a heat gun and removed the ID labels. I steel wooled them with number 2 steel wool, wiped them down with alcohol, and let them dry. And they're setting in my little homemade pipe stand. And now I'm going to paint them with this stuff. This is, if you'll focus, there it is, light machine gray. Well, there they are, all painted. Just got to let them dry and check to see if I missed anything. Just wonder how easy it's going to be to drive these in. I know they go in kind of hard, so I got my rubber mallet. There, that one bottomed out. Next one. I wanted them solid. Yeah, they're pretty solid. So I'll just get the rest of them and start putting them in. So I will continue along putting these in. As hard as they're going in, I wonder how that top rail is going to be. Yeah, I wonder about that. I may be in for a trial. I think just getting them all aligned is going to be interesting. I can see that they're not perfectly aligned. That must mean that the holes I drilled freehand were not perfect. Looks like I got just enough pipe for the number of holes. I didn't even have to take my shoes off and count. is what it is. Well, it's finally together. As it turned out, it was not putting the stiles into the rail. It was trying to get the connector. Right there you can see the little scratch where I've got to touch up. Get that to lock in. Now the interesting thing is that one tightened down. Come down here and you can see it's right there, and it will not tighten down. And I'm using what they recommended, which was a screw gun and their special bit. However, I don't know whether it's stripped or what, but it won't go. Unless I take it all apart, and I really don't want to. It is good and solid. So I may have to leave that. I'm not happy about it. But it's done. It looks so much better than the original of what was there. So, to be determined whether I want to take that thing all apart again. Because, I mean, it's getting all the stiles aligned and tapping down the rail with the... I got a black one to initially put the stiles in. And then the white one tapping on here to get it down. But, I don't know. There's what it looks like from the other direction. It looks good. Just not terribly happy with that far end. And here's a quick shot looking upstairs from the other direction. So I guess we're done. I don't think I'm ever going to get that end to tighten down. And it seems solid, so it's either stripped or it was faulty when I got it. Either way, I think I am done with this railing. Way too much time, way too much work, but I guess it was worth it. Well, I said I wasn't going to take this thing back apart again, but it just bothered me. So I took it off, and you can see in the inset here that the threads look fine, and I ran the thing manually, and it worked. So I don't know what happened, but anyway, I'm putting it back together. And then we'll try to tighten things back up. There we go. I guess we got it. So, making sure that that's down all the way. And then, got the bit and the drill. As they said, don't use an impact. And I can get it square. Alright. There. There we go. I think that's pretty good, I think. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. With that zip bolt finally tightened up, they provide this little wooden plug that you put in the bottom. Now, I could glue it in, but I'm just going to press it in because on the off chance it has to come apart, I want to be able to get it out. And I want you to notice down here that it's tight. So whatever the cause, it's now fixed. So there it is.